I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have one gear. Go. Because I'm me, I'm different. I just have a different constitution, I have a different brain, I have a different heart, I have a different, I got tiger blood, man. I'm too smart to blink, and I cured my brain. That's how big. The run I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just look like, droopy-eyed, armless children. I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives, and I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives, and that's a gift.
Ha 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 ha. And that was the way of the Sheen machine. That was Charlie Sheen. I mean, duh, winning. Yeah, how are you all doing tonight? It's Friday night. No, hold up. It's Saturday night. I really fucked that up 1 minute into my show. But you know what? It's okay. It's no big deal. If that's the worst thing that I do today, I still call that a pretty damn good day. So yeah, obviously for some of you it's gonna be afternoon. For some of you it's already damn Sunday. But here we are. We have a member stream. All members welcome. All of them. All huge members. All of them. Hell, I think we got the balls to the wall members coming in on this one too. I invited all members tonight. So we'll go for an hour 30, hour and 40 minutes. And look, I've been consistent 3 months in a row, continuing 3 straight months of member streams. As I said, this would happen. So this is where I'm doing. I'm sticking. I'm going to keep the consistency going. Also, let's acknowledge some faces. I see Tim Hayes, Joe Dog. What's up, Joe Dog? Dave C, my guy, Dave C. Dave C, 5 picoseconds. Davina Duckworth, how are you, Davina? Deeple 101. D-Bot, all members can come on panel. All of them. It don't matter if you're the biggest member or the smallest member. You're all allowed to come on here. And what's up, Doc? Fortune's a lots of space competing for my attention today, but this is where I'm going to stake my claim tonight. My man, you chose very well and very wisely. And I'll make sure because of that, because it's going to be open free for edit. Whatever stuff you want to throw our way, I'm willing to answer. We can make it a fun, random Q&A. I'm sure someone on the panel of the members will bring up the F4 trailer. I don't know. Someone might bring up, like, who knows? I don't know. As I said on Twitch, so, like, if you want to talk about Mike Tyson going fishing, I don't know. But we're just going to roll with it. It'll be great. By the way, if you look at the goals thing on the super chat, obviously there's the Vegas meetup coming up in April. And the only way I can go is if I meet a certain goal. And the goal is I got to hit $400 in YouTube money for the month of February. And I'm almost at 100. I'm almost a fourth away. I'm like 25, 24 bucks away from 100. So I'm just letting you know, if you guys feel like you want to, help donate to the cause, whatever you want. Like I said, my goal is to do it this month. I have already estimated what it would cost for doing the 2 days and what the hotel would be like and the room and everything. So that's why I know it's got to be on this set price. So otherwise, just kick back, get a drink. I got big black coffee in my hand and just hang out and enjoy the ride. And also for the members, I posted the link in the community tab. It's there. It's ready for you to all pop on in here. So I wanted you all be up. I want to see whether it's a Lester, whether it's a deleted scenes, whether it's a D. Bud Martin, whether it's a Dave C. I want to see all my members. I want to see you pop on up here. I want it to be great, man. So show me, guys, what you got. Tim, I know, I think you're a member. Yeah, you are a member, Tim. So please come on up here. Otherwise, I'll just go off on whatever you guys want me to go off because really there's no plan. And I just want to hang out with you guys tonight. I want to hang out with the folks who help make the YouTube space what it is. Because why not, man? It's fun. It's great. It's diabolical. And, it gives us something to think about, whether it's for future Toxic Tuesday editions or future Price of Reason voice impressions that are really awful, but I still do them anyways. What to look forward to, maybe what you're not looking forward to. I just want to have at it, or even talk about pizza. I can talk about a damn pizza. Though I do want to try to see if I can find a good pizzeria in Vegas. Also, I want to hang out with Steve Mitchum. You guys know Steve Mitchum on these chats, Klobby's friend. I think it's safe to say we're buds now too. Not the way him and Klobby were, but I want to get to a point where I can meet the man in person, hang out with him, have a drink with him, maybe meet his daughter. Be really fun because she seems like a really cool girl, and Steve seems like a great guy. I really, really want to hang out with Steve Mitchum. Of course, my friend Eric K as well. Last time I hung out with Eric K 4 years ago, but great times. Seriously, one of the best times, the best of times, if you will. What a fun guy. And I just love hanging out with good dudes like Eric. Eric is a fun guy. I've hung out with some dudes before in my lifetime. I'm telling you. But Eric K he really is one of the best. He really is. I love it. Oh, Davina's got a great comment here. You know what? Let's acknowledge it. Says just watch a fun comedy, Real Men with James Belushi and John Ritter. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna remember that, and I'm gonna write that down. Real. Okay, no, I remember that because I've actually have not seen that one, but it sounds like, as Doc Fortune says, it's a Toxic Tuesday winner for sure. And you know what? That's freaking great because right now it's like we've gotten so far, and yet we have so much to go. We got Black Dynamite coming up on Tuesday, and then the week after that, it's gonna be 2 weeks of Jet Li. We're doing The One, followed by Hero. If you know your Jet Li, if you know your kicks, it's seriously, there's gonna be so many fists and boots flying. Seriously, you might even kick it if you're just in the chat, just chatting, because Jet Li's just gonna come at you so fast, you're not gonna know what to do. You're just gonna shit yourself like, holy fuck, that Jet Li guy. He's got some moves, man. He's got some moves. He really does have that move. Yeah, who the hell is interrupting my kung fu, right? I won't mess with Jet Li. I still think, even though it wasn't considered a Jet Li movie, but his fight against Dolph Lundgren in the first Expendables was probably one of his best fights. Just to see who's the whole like small guy versus the big guy type of thing, David and Goliath type of tale. Oh man, seeing the Lundgren and the Lee head to head, man, I just was like, ugh! I was just ready, and I was just feeling it, man. I was feeling the fists, and I was just like, this is great. And that's what great fighting should be. It should be all about the fights that are always badass and absolutely diabolically huge. And like, oh damn, like I thought I was gonna get my ass kicked just for having that fight. Hey, Christian says bonjour, everybody. He's on Rumble. By the way, Christian, I shot you a message on Twix. I think it was a week or two ago. Reach out to me when you can do. If you want to come on the panel, you can. I did post once again, guys, on the community tab. I did post if you want to pop on in here. Otherwise, I'll just keep going because the fact that 10 people are still here and still listening to me babble on, and I have to actually maintain your attention, is kind of shocking that you'd even want to tolerate listening to me. But okay, here we are. I guess I'll go into Fantastic Four. For some of you guys already caught my guys, I said to say I'd like to pop on. Dude, just go to the community tab. I posted the link. Anyone who wants to pop on in who is a channel member, it doesn't matter what tier you are, the $1, the $5, $10, just go to the community tab. The link is there. Meanwhile, I'll just go over 15 of you pot. Okay. I'm just going to go over Fantastic Four just because it's easy and I know the subject well and it's something I can talk about. And, I know there's people who've heard my thoughts, but there's people who haven't heard my thoughts. So, yeah, what an odd trailer. I didn't hate it. I don't think it's like the worst thing ever, but it's definitely not great. It's one of those trailers where it's like, this is okay. And it really is. It's okay. I like the brightness, the baby blue of the suits. I like Reed's suit. I like Sue's suit. I like the color aspect of it. And I also like the color aesthetic of it. There's obviously a little bit of like a Jetsons feel, Hanna-Barbera like. I know it's supposed to be Kirby, but who knows? That could always be saved for like something else. But I did enjoy the color aspect of it. I'm like, damn, this is cool. I'm with that. That's how it should be. Oh, look, it's Student of God. What's up, Student of God? How you doing, dude? And Deepa 101. Whoa! He just gifted a membership. Hell yeah. Thank you, Deeple. Appreciate it, dude. Hell yeah. And it looks like that was Pinochet's Helicopter Tours who just became a member. Hell yeah. All right. We got some dudes backstage. Sweet. Maybe they can go on and babble on with me about F4. But if you guys got anything else, too, just throw it my way. So let's bring on Mr. Tim Hayes. What's up, dude?
Hey there, Nick Weiser. How's it going?
It's going okay, man. How are you doing?
Fine. I just got back inside after cutting my back lawn. It hasn't grown out much, but it's very slowly starting to get patches growing.
Awesome. Good to hear, man. So it sounds like you've had a very busy, productive Saturday then.
Yes. What are you drinking?
I am drinking coffee, my dude. I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah, I've just been drinking wild cherry Pepsi, water, and Dr. Pepper.
See, I was on water all day. I was on water, and it was good. It was hydrating. But now it's all about coffee for now. So, but hey, glad you could be here. Let's have some fun. And we got D-Bud Martin.
Hey there, D-Bud Martin. How's it going, dude?
Hey, Tim. We're both drying out because we're both in California. We had lots of rain finally last week.
So are you in northern or southern?
I'm in the Bay Area.
Okay, so
I'm in the East Bay.
You're further north from me then,
Right?
Because
yeah.
I'm in Modesto.
Yeah, I'm in Walnut Creek.
Okay, I think my dad used to work there. Seemed like that was like a business address he used to have when he was a salesman.
Yeah, well, D-Bud, good to see you. Thank you for being here. And long time no see to Christian with his mighty beard. Dude, that beard is rocking.
Yeah, he's got a longer beard than me. I just have little goatees right now.
Well, it's a beer of essentialness because I live in Canada and it's cold up here. So, yeah, it keeps my face warm. But hello, Mr. Weiser. Nice to see you, sir.
Amazing to see you, sir.
Well, your flattery will get you everywhere. I might even buy you lunch.
I love it. I love it. So, how have you been, Christian? Seriously, you must be busier than ever. Usually I hear from you once a week, 2 weeks, but this is like the longest since I've known you. I don't think I've heard from him. I'm like, okay, if I've not heard from Christian, he's got to have a good reason.
Well, I actually work out of town now, and I got an apartment that I rent outside of Ottawa, about 125 miles outside of Ottawa for my job. So that keeps me busy. I got, sorry for the shameless plug, I got Vinyl Revival, my channel on Rumble that I do every 2 weeks. And I'm a happily married family man that takes most of my stuff away, most of my time away. So, again, it's not you, but usually on Friday, Nick, by the time you come on, I'm in bed. That's why you don't see me anymore.
No, that's fair, man. That's fair. That's valid. You got to do what you got to do. I'm just glad you're here on the member stream. So it works out, man.
I'm just happy to be a member.
Now, hey, I said today we got the littlest members and the biggest members come on the panel. And we got a wide range here. We got the smallest member, we got the medium member, and we got the biggest member down here. So we actually have members of all sizes here. We have balls to the wall, a huge Dolph Lundgren member. I think this is the first time this has ever actually happened like this before. We've had just perfectly rounded out.
Now, Nick, I got a little joke for you. Impromptu joke. All right. What's the difference? I think I might have told you that before. The difference between medium and rare. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm not telling that joke. I get.
Okay.
I get. I'll tell you the other joke, Nick. Hi, little sister on the internet, Courtney. She's my little sister on the internet. That's why she says hi,
Nice.
brother. All right, Nick.
Nice.
Here's a thinking man's joke. Why did the Siamese twins? You know what Siamese twins are? Most people would call them conjoined twins nowadays
Why?
because it's politically correct. So,
We'll just say Siamese here. If I get
all right.
demonetized, fuck it.
all right. So why did the Siamese
Siamese
twins?
twins.
All right. Why did the Siamese twins move to London, England?
I don't know.
I
So the
know.
other one. So the other one could drive.
Drive.
I've actually not heard that one before.
In the Bay Area.
Oh, that's good,
I
dude.
always forget he's the old guy.
And that's the cleanest joke I got, so I'll stop right now.
Oh no, that was great. People ask, have you seen part 2 of Chat Music Snow? What is Chat Music? I actually don't know what that is. So I'm a caveman with certain things. There's certain things I guess you could say I'm well versed in, but then for the things I'm not, I'm like the epitome of a caveman when it comes down to those things that I don't know. So I'm pretty much one extreme versus the other. And you know what? That's fine because it leads me to by winning. So that's how it should be. I win here, I win there, but I don't attend to winning in those other areas. I let all you others win in those areas.
All right,
By
but Nick,
winning?
Nick, you're not gonna like me. It's gonna be a quickie. I'm sorry for being selfish.
You're a hit it and quit it kind of guy. I see
am.
how it is.
I know, but again, my bedtime is 8 o'clock Eastern, and I still got to call my wife. And because I saw the member stream, I'm like, hey, I'm a member. Hey, it's Nick. Hey, I'm going to join. So here I am, sir, and I'm happy it worked out. Small, medium, and large.
I
So
know.
good on you, sir.
This will never happen again this conveniently. The fact that it happened by chance makes it even better.
Right,
I don't like
right.
small, medium, and enormous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
It's not just about small, medium, large. It is really about small, medium, and enormous. I mean, come on.
Wow.
You're talking about Dolph Lundgren, dude. Come on.
Well,
like that's
you
special.
You could say enormous, but that's not the real good adjective. The real good adjective is huge.
You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
Yes. Does that sound better than enormous? Enormous is something you choke on. Well, huge too, right? All right, guys. I've been naughty enough. I gotta go to bed and count my blessings. And you guys have a good night. Nice to see all of you. And Nick, we gotta do this again. On my stream next time.
Would love to. Reach out to me. I shot you a message on Twix. You can try to text me again. I got a new phone, so maybe it might accept messages from Canada again. So you're welcome to try. Give me a text message again. Just reach out to me. We'll talk. Okay.
We will. So you gentlemen have a good evening, and the medium part is leaving. Bye.
Nice seeing you.
Take care, Christian. Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
Christian.
Oh, so
there's 2 Nick Weisers now. I see one down there and one up here.
Yeah, it's true. So D-Bot he's like sandwiched in between 2 Nick Weisers. That's a weird thought.
Yeah, it should be like Nick and Geary.
Yeah, right. Geary should be the meat in between the buns. It should be backdoor Gary by far and large. He's the only man who makes the meat make sense between the buns. Always, forever, and always. No, Depot. I'll check out the link later. Thank you. But you know what? One man comes in and he slips out, and then another guy says, "Hey, I'll come in here, Mr. Dave C.
Yeah, I boomered that so bad. I was in the wrong. Community post. If it wasn't for D-Bud, I've been thinking about it since I said, "Oh yeah," I was laughing. I'm backstage. I'm like thinking, I'm like, no, he's just waiting. He's just waiting. But I was like, maybe I should double check that, man. So thanks, D-Bud, for keeping me on my toes there.
Oh, damn. That's great. Well,
Yeah.
Dave, what's going on, dude?
No, not much, man. Not much. The big NFL thing is tomorrow, but I'm a rugby guy. I've been posting a little bit on X for
Okay.
everybody who's kind of tired of their stuff or doesn't like it. Or after tomorrow, I guess they're going to be jonesing for some other, men hitting men. So I posted the Six Nations couple stuff on there. It's an incredible game today, and then Ireland and Scotland play tomorrow. And other than that, I noticed what your little thing on the wall right above, that's X-Files, right?
Yeah,
right over your shoulder.
Let me take it. Let me take it off. Take this off, not my shirt.
Yeah.
This
So
is original
Okay.
Agent Mulder figure. I think I'm finally gonna take it out of the box after all these years. Usually I take out like 95% of my toys out of their boxes. But dude, this was just one of those, like, it looks way too cool. Here. There we go.
Was that one
Series
of those-
1.
Was that one of those FYE exclusives?
I can't say that I remember. I'm gonna say no. And if it was an exclusive, I don't know about it, but I think I got this, I think from a Suncoast or a Sam Goody at the time. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
had those stores in California, but
Yeah, we used to have those in California before they went under. I loved Suncoast. I could live in there practically.
hey Tim,
Those
by
ex-
the way, how's
That-
it going,
in the
man? I don't
90s,
think
yeah.
we've met yet. I've always
Yeah, I
been in the
haven't
chat.
met. Yeah, yeah, I met Nick Weiser. I don't know who threw. I think Midnight's Edge.
I think it was.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. No.
We're
Well, I've
all
known him
in that
since
neat
he was
community.
doing X-Files on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
That was why I was like, oh, hey, I got this figure. Sweet. Yeah, that was when me and Paulie Latino Sandwich. By the way, I'm happy for Paulie. Like, he has showed you that when you do the grind, it freaking pays off. He's at like what, 12 or 13K? Absolutely well earned. I love that he's at where he's at. That is absolutely amazing and inspiring to see that. I see that type of stuff. I'm like, fuck, dude, that's amazing. But yeah, that was a great time starting off with the X-Files stuff.
yes, I was wondering, with all the FF and all that coming out and Superman coming out, I guess the X-Files reboot has been kind of flying under the radar lately. And I was just thinking of you when I saw that, and I looked it up. They're still going to try to do it. It's going to be on Disney Plus or something. I'm like,
Oh no.
Yeah.
as far as I know, right, D-Bud? You've heard about it lately?
No, but if it's gonna be on Disney Plus,
But,
that's
I
not
mean-
a good sign.
No.
Screen
it's
Rant.
not.
They debuting.
Which, well, would make sense because it's Fox. Yeah.
Mhm. It would make sense. Now, here,
I think he said it. Yeah, that's the latest news. They're trying to.
do I
they're
remember
still-
Media Play? I'd have to see off the top of my head. I'm gonna say no, but maybe it could be one of those things where if I see it, I might change my mind because sometimes like, oh, I don't remember, but then you see something like, oh yeah, now I remember type of thing. But I'm gonna just say no for conversation's sake on that. But let's go into quick X-Files thoughts. I'm really not interested in a reboot. Even let's just say pretend our cultural climate was better. What's up, Ben Dowdy? Long time no see. And Brian McCann. Even if it was, the show was so perfect the way it was. We didn't even need them to attempt to revive it for a continuance. What was it, about a decade ago when they did that continuance? It was like another season or two. Or was it 2015 or 14? We didn't need that. So the show was fine where it was. It should have been left, just be as is. We don't need a continuance. They could have, if anything, they could have made a show maybe that was influenced by the X-Files and be not having that name. But once again, it's always about the the name and show recognition. That's all they want, is a thing that has the pre-established fan base. There's nothing that gets a new fair shake at the world now, unfortunately. So I don't actually think the Disney Plusness of it all is the worst thing. I know that sounds crazy to say, but it's because we do got Daredevil Born Again coming up, and I do remember Gary Nerdrotic saying, and Gary's had some ins at that company, and it seems like from what he's had from his ins, he's been fairly consistent, and it's lined up to how reality's played. And apparently, Born Again is supposed to be the darkest thing that's ever had the Disney name on it. And if he's hearing that, I'm gonna take that in consideration. Now, that doesn't mean that it's gonna be good, but it's showing you that stuff like that is not completely off the table. And we can't also forget last summer, I was like, holy crap, that was already 2024. There was Deadpool and Wolverine as well. So I do think dark can happen, especially now as far as I'm aware, there's something about where you can change the adult settings. I don't know how that all works, but that's what I'm hearing. So I think that aspect will work, but as far as them having writers who can write a show like that, not at all. If anything, they would take the concept of like conspiracies and government stuff and make it be all about obeying the state and not questioning them for the weird, shady things that go on behind the scenes. Where the show that was all about challenging all these things that were behind the scenes or right in front of our eyes, hiding in plain sight. So to me, that's just leave it alone. And honestly, Mulder and Scully, what's her name? Gillian Anderson and what's the guy's name? Mulder's name. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember now.
But
I know Julie.
they gotta let it go.
Duchovny.
David Duchovny, yeah.
DD.
They gotta let it go. They gotta let it go.
They just can't, man. They just gotta.
They gotta let it go. They had a great run. And Nick the Greek, you're right. Yeah, just because they go darker, it doesn't mean that they can't write. So, and that's where I'm still kind of like, let's see how Daredevil pays off, because the show did look serious. It did look serious. It looked intense. I can tell directly where they're pulling influence for the show, comic book wise. And it did show promise of, the story looking like it was going to continue on from where season 3 left off. And they actually, the fact that they started over too, I thought was actually a really respectable move, considering that they originally were going to go for the Mark Waid run that was, the less that said, the better. We'll just leave it at that. The less that said, the better. So I'm like, okay, someone listened. In order to do it, someone has to listen. And someone had to realize this is crap. So we'll see. I mean, that's less than a month from now. I might be the first modern show I will have covered on this channel 3 or 4 years. So that's saying a lot for me to even consider covering something like that. But I'm gonna do it. I want this to be good. I want this to be good. If it isn't, I'm gonna fucking say it. Oh, I am gonna say it. But man, I would love to love it. I've met Charlie Cox before. He's a great guy to talk to. Really, really nice, and he is really thorough, very cordial with his answers. He wasn't this quick 2-word answers. Really expressive. Really loves to engage in conversation, and he really does love the source material. He's admitted I didn't read it prior to the show, but now that I have, I love it. And this is the best character, and you know what? He may be the best character, but God, that's another conversation for another day. But you get the point. He clearly loves doing it, and that's great that he loves it. And I am happy he is getting work again, having a job, because our boy deserves some work. Our boy deserves some work. So, and Diva said, I still don't know why. Dude, here it's simple why they killed it, because once Disney Plus is coming up, they're that's considered our competition. We're just going to axe our competition. That's all that is. There's nothing complicated about it. It was just, that's competition. Well, I guess, screw you guys type of thing. How do we get entertainment back? I don't know. I mean, I'm not really exactly waiting for it. Something catches my eye. No, I'll pay attention. That's what Born Again did, is it caught my eye. I wasn't exactly waiting for a thing. Okay, I'm going to look forward to when this show comes out. I don't know. All I know though is I'm not waiting for it, and I might as well do something about that because. And I'm not talking about in the making something because I don't got that creative bone in me. But in terms of seeking stuff out, whether it's stuff that's old that maybe I never looked into, maybe I've overlooked, or just looking elsewhere for stuff that's just not, what's put in front of me. Because we kind of been trained in the planet to kind of like see what's in front of us, which is not always a bad thing. I mean, that's why we have pizza. But at times, because we ingrain in us so much to just see what's in front of us, we don't think about looking beyond the surface because we've grown into the habit of just going for what's in front of us. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. AIDS ruins everything, yeah, right? Straight up. And this is something that should happen in an idealized world under the current let's just say
Bill,
personnel. No, leave it when you don't touch something. That's called thank you for not touching it. But if he ever gets back to a sensible place where the stars align and there's the right writer, the right actor voicing the character, because probably a voice actor, then you make Beta Ray Bill. But that's not something you want with this current personnel, because that's just shit. That shit's just wrong, man. That shit is just wrong. I've gone on about long enough. I don't know. Do you guys want anything about where we are, how you see entertainment, whether it'll get better, will it not? Do you see signs? I mean, there's stuff that's come out that is new that I do like. I'll say it, but where are you at with this, Dave?
You might get one out of how many? 10. Deadpool and Wolverine was pretty good. There's parts in it I hated, parts that I liked. But it took that movie for me to even get into the movies. I can't remember what I watched before that, going way back. Like actually going to the movies. I just... I'm even debating the Superman one, but and you see back there, it's like, oh, I kind of want to,
Superman. I'll see.
I think I will.
Even if I hate it,
Fantastic Four.
I'm gonna see Superman in theaters. I need to be able to judge it. I need to be able to have that conversation. I know Tom's gonna also make an expectation of me for me to as well. So, and that's fine. I want people to know what it's like from a Superman fan perspective. We gotta fill a void too. We're never gonna be Klobby, but we can definitely be the runners up. We can be the runners up. We'll never be first place, but it'll be good to be runners up and still be able to give a perspective that people can understand, whether it's from the movie side that Tom and guys like Script and Price know, or from the comic side like me. So either way, I feel like us saying it is probably a very big necessity.
Yeah. Nosferatu, right? I think most people kind of like Nosferatu. And I haven't even gone to see it. I forgot. I wanted to. I just didn't, I guess it just wasn't enough for me to go. But I would have I was like, man, I should go see it if it's still playing, So you get some here and there, but, you're looking at Captain America and all. They just can't stop making it easy for us to, say things back to all the stuff that they say. I don't want to keep hedging on the same old thing.
No, you're good.
It's not even our fault anymore. We just sit back and they do it for us. And then it's like, even for me, I'm like, dude, you got it all wrong when you're talking about the Captain America stuff. I mean, I'm talking about them, right? The movie, the producers, the directors, the actors. And it's just like, they just won't let it go sometimes. So you just wait and see something you might like and just take your chance, Basically, that's all you got.
Yeah, like the FF movie, it's the trailer on that. There's things that, like Pedro, that are bothersome, but there's still, I really like that retro design they showed in it. I think it's a little too soon to have Galactus, but they at least got the look from the back right. Who knows what the front looks like. We mentioned it before. I mean, the thing is not the right size. I mean, my Thing figure back there in the case, he's a head taller than all the Iron Man figures, and they're the same size, the same scale. And he's that doesn't look right. The voice, of course, is all wrong.
horrendous. He
But-
doesn't sound like he's from New York one bit.
And that
Yeah.
little thing like that can really make a difference.
It's annoying. I mean, just seeing that scene, it's like it's so wrong. It doesn't fit. But the torch effect looked really good. That could be really good. It's curious that they didn't show any of Reed stretching. But that is kind of the oddest one. It'd take the most CGI, I think, more than anything other than the Thing. But at the same time, I didn't necessarily hate anything in it. I mean, I don't care for Pedro, but
No.
I mean, I didn't necessarily hate it. So that's, and I haven't heard much of what the story's going to be. Whereas I have with the Captain America movie, and that, I mean, that sounds like it's just a mishmash because they just had to do the whole thing on the fly. So I have little hope for that being entertaining at all. But the FF, I'll still give it some leeway. So right now, and I hope that they can do something with that. And I don't even know. I mean, I never read the Thunderbolt comics or anything. Those came out years after I stopped reading.
All right.
I mean, the characters are sort of. I mean, nobody knew Guardians of the Galaxy either, but
Yeah. And
Gunn did such a great job on it. I don't know if they can do that twice. That's a big ask.
You never, I'm not exactly going to be like, that's one thing I'm not going to be expecting to like be waiting for. Unlike Superman, where I'm waiting to see it. Like, so I can't wait to, just because I want to have that thought. I want to have that opinion. Whereas Thunderbolts is like, there's just nothing there for me to care about. Whereas the F4, I know I didn't mind the trailer, but at the same time, I know to be very, very hesitant and not feel anything, because if you do that, that's where everything goes wrong. And I still think the best case scenario for that movie is it ends up being like a 7 out of 10. That's a best case scenario.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Definitely a 7 out of 10 for that already.
What was the so I know you mentioned you were a fan of the Thing's voice. I think we're all in unison on that. Doesn't sound like he's a New Yorker. Doesn't sound like he's got like a grovel to it.
Oh, and the uniform.
Oh God! Right,
he
with
just
the
wears trunks
stripes on the sleeves.
Yeah, I said, but I mean, I mentioned it in the chat the other day. It's like I don't like the white collars and the trim on the costumes that came in the Byrne era. I want the black trim, the thinner black trim. So in the Kirby books, I mean, if you're gonna do the FF, you need to start with Kirby. And so that funny. The fact that he's got a sweater on.
Sander with this comment, we'll be having reshoots even after its release. Oh, that was good.
He might not be wrong.
No, he might not be wrong at all.
It'll be re-released.
Right, yeah. They'll stop it after a week and they'll reshoot it.
Then they'll make like four Blu-rays to try to make up for it in a steelbook or something.
All right. Oh, we got another guest back here. What's up, Madhouse Retro?
Hello, everybody. Try
How
that
are
again.
you?
I'm good. I'm great. Having a grand old time.
Thanks for being here.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not much.
We're just talking the F4 trailer. I'm gonna
Tell Madhouse Retro.
That's right. Madhouse Retro's a good guy. Tim, I'm gonna let you have the floor with your thoughts on the F4 trailer, and after I'm gonna let Madhouse go. So, Tim, what did you think of it?
I haven't really seen all of it, but what I've seen is it's just okay.
Okay, just okay. Okay.
It's Fantastic Four, but it's not Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's
it doesn't sound like Ben Grimm the Thing at
No,
all.
definitely not. Definitely not. He does not
And
sound like Ben Grimm.
Sue Storm's too much of the boss.
No, that's what the vibe I got from that trailer is that she's going to be leading the team. And I like my Sue, but she's not the leader of the Fantastic Four. It's Reed Richards is. However, if this movie sucks, it works out that she leads the team because I'd rather have a guy like Passhole play the part who's already full of soy anyway, rather than get
Yeah.
like a really cool guy to play Reed and then for him to get shut down by Sue. Like if you're gonna like have Reed be second fill, it may as well be the embodiment of soy boys in Hollywood. So
Yeah.
what better man to take a dicking from Vanessa Kirby than Pat Hull? It's perfect. In its own weird way, it works out because I don't want it to be some guy like and then also like, oh, come on.
Yeah, and Pedro Passhole, that sounds like something Clobby would say. He coined Jar Jar Abrams,
Mhm.
P Hard, the Man of Stool, the
This
Rise
was
of
my special
Palpatine.
coining term. I can say I finally have one with Pass Hole, and it seems like it's catching on. It seems like Pedro Pass Hole is absolutely catching on. So, what's up, JT? Diabolical.
Hey, JT.
Nice, man. Hey, go have fun with Dad, man, dude. Thanks for dropping in. Once again, chat really quickly, since there's 20 of you here, I just want to let you know once again, there is the goals. If you can, if not, no sweat. But I am doing the help get Nick to Vegas for the Vegas meetup in April. So if you can, great. If not, just once again, enjoy the show. I'm gonna let Mr. Madhouse Retro take away his thoughts on the First Steps trailer. So take it away, my man.
I'm so jaded anymore with pretty much anything that's coming out.
Mhm.
You kind of just go into it disappointed, and then like sometimes get it like an exception is made. It feels like they're trying to stuff several runs of comics into one movie, and very much like they did with Black Widow. But like, so like you see, they're doing the same thing they always do, is they give too much of the movie away with the trailer. You saw everything. You saw the entire movie from start to beginning if you paid enough attention. I would say that would be only for like the guys that know Fantastic Four, you know, like showing off the Silver Surfer right away, showing off Galactic right away, showing off you know, it's just there was a lot of things that they showed that were like, okay, that's nostalgic. I'm so glad to have it in there. Like Herbie being in there was cool.
Yeah, agreed. It was cool.
I really liked
Herbie.
that part of that. But like I feel like they tried to pull that like 70s nostalgia, that like when it like what it looked like. The suits look like they're supposed to look from like, you know, and like, but then like some of it's not. So like it's like they tried to do like a retro city, but then it just looks like New York, and it's just like I don't know. I hope the finished product looks a little bit more together. Like it looks like they're bouncing between times sometimes.
Maybe that could be that's a thing. I got a little bit of a Jetsons feel. I got a little bit of a Jetsons feel of it. That's what I got. I thought, I think there's a bit of a Jetsons thing going on because it's that retro future thing going. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, that Jetsons feel, I think it's just because it has a 60s vibe to it. And the Jetsons first came on TV back in the 60s, like the Flintstones did.
66 or 67.
Yeah, it's just a 60s vibe.
That might not be right, actually, now that I say that out loud.
You're good, man. All right, so we got Nick the Greek with $4.99. Says, here you go, buddy. And Steve, he just sends $4.99 and says nothing. That's a man right there just saying, you know what, Nick, I already did it, but I'm going to do it again. You didn't have to, Steve, but thank you. But that's great because, yeah, I'm around 10 away from 100, so that's good. Thank you guys. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Nick. Hell yeah. No, I did like seeing the addition of Herbie. I did like seeing the period piece feel. I did like the color look to it. I know some people are complaining about being more pastel. I was fine with that.
It's better than being like super dark. Like
God,
Zack Snyder.
It's not the Snyder cut. That was the one thing I was happy about. But the problem is then you have the opposite of the darker parts of Galactus need to be seen too. Like
but that's just a shadow, so we don't know yet. So I think that it's going to be accurate. I have a good feeling.
But man,
here's what's not going to be the surface.
That shadow is real small.
Yeah, but Galactus grows in size, and also if you look at that shadow, it was growing over what was to be some area. So yeah, he does grow.
Does he grow like Dolph Lundgren does?
You don't get to match up to the Lundgren, man. I knew it was gonna go there.
Another thing I liked is they actually touched a little bit on the Johnny Storm Silver Surfer. Like that was a later comic edition, but like that was when the Silver Surfer was a female, obviously, and they're using the female. But like, you know what I mean? It was nice not to just see the Reed Richards. Susan Storm like fighting the whole time, and then they fall in love, and then they fight, and then they fall in love, and then it's like Batman's origin story. Just make a movie without it, because like we know what it is at this point. Like,
oh yeah, no, we absolutely do. No, I do appreciate that aspect, and yeah, Nick, I'm with you. We need actual suits again, not where it's these suits where they can just turn it on and off. They need digitalized suits. It's way too far for them to just be doing it. It's like, come on, guys. What happened to a superhero suit? I remember when I saw the preview, I think it was in 2022, correct me if I'm wrong, for Moon Knight, and they showed the suit wrapping around. And I was like, what? No, he puts it on. There's a hood and a mask, and now you're just making these wraps? Come on, bro.
What, like a Spawn cape?
I enjoyed the detail on that suit, but you're right. It did not accurately. It's like Spider-Man suit. Like every version of Spider-Man that you've seen, except for the new Marvel one, because Tony Stark makes his new suit. But actually, no, you do see it in his Homecoming suit. All the Spider-Man suits are literally just this teenager that's like, oh, I found these boots and I like these soles, and these sunglasses are going to keep my eyes good when I'm swinging through. It's just like this dude that found stuff in a garbage and was like, let me make a suit. Every one of them have that feel, especially the Amazing Spider-Man. I like Andrew Garfield's suit because it feels so much like it was just stuff he made.
I like his suit. Yeah, I do like his suit. For my 800 complaints out of the movies, I do love the suit. It's a great suit. JT Kirk says, get Nick to Vegas. I hear there's pizza in their casinos. And you know what? I hear there's pizza too. Last time I hung out with Eric K in 2021, we went to I think was it the Wynn, where there's they had a burger joint there, and they had black burger patties, and I was like, we gotta get some burgers. I think they're like $50 burgers. They were really good though. Oh my goodness, they were really good. They were really good. Oh man, I really do. Now, Doc Fortune, I did see this preview last week because I took my kids and one of their friends to go see Dogman, and I saw the preview for The Day the Earth Blew Up, and I'm like, okay, I want to see this. I'm absolutely sold on Looney Tunes Mayhem. So, and then my oldest looked at me. She's like, "You want to see that, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Dude, that means you're coming with me. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So I'm looking forward to more Looney Tunes madness. I like me some Daffy and Porky. Maybe we'll get a good old cameo from my main man Marvin the Martian though, because that would be ideal. That Marvin,
Yosemite Sam.
Oh, dude, when I was growing up,
what are they gonna cancel Speedy?
Dude,
They better not cancel Speedy, man.
Oh, Mexican Iron Man will be
I
extremely upset.
I love Speedy, dude.
When I was growing up, everyone had a Marvin the Martian tattoo or a Speedy Gonzalez tattoo. Yep. Nobody had a Bugs Bunny tattoo. Nobody had a Lola Bunny tattoo unless you were a girl.
Well, Yeah, toxic though. I guess Pepe Le Pew's kind of towing the line a little bit there, but not Speedy, right? Matt
Even
House?
as kids, we knew that though. We were like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
come on!" Like,
Speaking of towing lines, what a bitch move for Crocodile Dundee. Oh my
those
god!
sons of-
For that, was it like a 4K? Was it a 4K
The
release?
4K. Yeah, it's
4K
the 4K
release?
that they did it. Yeah, that's vandalism. That cutting stuff out of a movie is just it's vandalism to me.
Mhm.
And even though he allowed it, because I guess he was the producer of it, it's still it's like it was what it was. Changing it is just stupid.
Yeah,
There's
it's
nothing
fucking
else but
retarded.
stupid. Yeah, like that's it wasn't it makes sense in the movie. It certainly made sense at the time. And if it offends somebody, well, then they don't have to see
So
the damn
what?
movie. So let
Yeah.
them go to hell.
And most
But
of them aren't going to watch
vandalize
it
is crazy.
anyways. And the few who will are going to watch it because they need something to be mad about. So
Yeah.
there's no winning with that. And once again, these are the type of people where they're very unsatisfactory. They will never
That's
be
the problem
satisfied.
with the we don't want to offend anybody people.
Uh-huh.
Like there's always going to be some idiot that can be offended by something. That's their problem.
Uh-huh.
that's an old one, Tim. That's an old one.
Ooh, nice. Rabbits Run.
You see the animation style on that? That's still from the first or second season when they started doing the 3D styling instead of the 2D flat over flat.
Mhm.
That's old.
Dude, that
Yeah, the
is
platinum. Yeah.
that's nice. That is freaking nice.
I have 26 seasons of it on my Plex account, and I just it's just background. Like if I'm doing like video editing or if I'm like clipping stuff from my Rumble page, I'll just literally sit there and have it in the background playing and just listening to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Marvin! There's my boy. There's Marvin.
It was a different era of cartoons, man. Like you didn't have the same message pushing that you have in cartoons. Like you just like they beat each other up and they chase each other through the woods and stuff. Like it was being a kid.
They were
like
made by adults for even adults. I mean, adults could enjoy them as well. I mean, they were not restricted to kids. They were in the before the movies.
I hear someone's background.
I'll turn my down.
Yeah. No, it was a wondrous time. It's a time that I'm not letting go of. And I'm gonna just keep watching it. And anytime there's an opportunity to see more of that cartoon violence, I'm gonna freaking go for it. And look at Taz. There's my boy Taz.
Remember the guard dog? He used to beat the
Oh
my god!
Yeah.
He used to beat the living snot out of it.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, there he is. There's a boy. Oh, there's a dude.
Oh, it's like Tom and Jerry, like the bulldog from that. He was just everyone wanted to play bulldog when you played, cartoons.
His
hang
son.
out with your friends.
Touche, pussycat. Oh man. Oh, anytime his dad found Tom and he gave Tom the biggest ass whooping of his life. This shit was always hilarious. Every damn time. Oh, that's glorious, Tim. Is that the okay, it's a backside to the rabbits. Nice. I see the blend there of Marvin and Bugs. I like that. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, so many great episodes. And once again, another reason to why you always hold on to physical media, because it's wonderful. It's very pleasuring both ways. You get to put the disc in the tray, you get to pop it in, and it gives you a program, and then you're just smothered in the greatness of cartoon violence. What's not to love about that? Come on.
They
it's
can't
just absolute
edit
greatness.
it after you get it.
It's true.
Yeah, that's why I ran out and got Johnny Quest a couple of years ago when all this started. Picking up, I ran right back out and got it on Blu-ray. I was like, man, Nice.
I gotta rewatch. I gotta rewatch. I remember really liking the original series of Giant Quest. I gotta rewatch that. That shit was fun.
The
Fun.
death of physical
I
media
haven't
is
seen
so
it
bad.
since like the 60s.
Yeah, I got it. I got it sitting right over there.
Yeah, my Walmart now has Blu-rays in the $5 bin.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
That's the level of the depreciation in physical media at this point. And that, like, I saw it, like, it was a couple weeks I went in there and I was like, what? And these are like $30-$40 Blu-rays that were in the $5 bin. And I was like, I don't need any more movies because I have all these on my Plex, so I didn't buy them. But I was like, this is ridiculous. Like,
Walmart's one of the few places you can still get physical media.
Yep. And who would
Aside
have
from-
thought Walmart would have been the
Dollar
one
General.
holding the line?
Aside
Who
from
would've thought?
Amazon.
Yeah, Walmart is straight up holding the line. And if you had told me that 10 years ago that Walmart would be holding the line, I'd be like, bro, what? It was just a half a decade ago. We had Target and Best Buy competing each other with Steelbook versus Photobook. And now
Mhm.
Thanos snapped away and it's gone. That's crazy to think
Oh,
that's
that's
what
right,
it was.
Yeah.
Target's completely gone, right?
2020 and 2019. Yeah, that's what it was.
Target-
You
Target's
had
still
Target and Best
open,
Buy. They're open, but they don't sell that stuff. But I'm saying that's what they were
Yeah.
doing 5 years
No, that's
ago.
what I meant. I meant Target completely doesn't sell anything in like the physical disc media anymore. I know they
I
sell
think
some
they sell
electronics, but
LPs. They'll sell LPs now.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
they
but that's
still
like
select vinyl.
hipster now. So
Yeah.
like it's
They only sell select vinyl. That's the thing. It's very select, like like whatever's the current popular album.
Yeah, like
You're not
Barnes
gonna
and
go there
Noble.
and find a Barnes and Noble. Do they still have I think they have physical media actually.
Well,
Barnes and
well,
Noble,
at least mine
outside
does.
the books. Outside, I
Mine-
don't know if
mine I know had some LPs a while back.
yeah, mine has LPs, CDs, Blu-rays, regular DVDs, and then they even have the audiobook things. Like it's like a Barnes and Noble thing. Like it goes in their own machine. It's like a disc, but it's not, or like a tape, but it's not a tape. I don't know what they are.
My oldest loves Barnes and Noble. First time she went to one of those stores, she freaked. She lost her mind. She was like, "Holy crap! There's a store and it's all books." It like seriously, it was absolute joy to see her be that enthusiastic about a store like that. She's 11 and she loves it. And we're gonna go. I think on Monday we're gonna go back Monday. So I will let you all know updated what other physical media is there outside of books. If there's
Nice.
LP, if there's Blu-ray, 4K, I will let you all know. But Doc Fortune brought this great comment. I'm trying to rewatch the short-lived series. Dude, I love that show. That was great. Oh, I love that cartoon. They were on my shirt that my buddy Commenting is Dangerous. He sent me his really killer Hanna-Barbera shirt. I don't know if he caught me wearing it on stream. I know Dave's seen it.
Oh,
He's seen it. It's
dude,
a
I'm a
killer
Captain Caveman guy.
Dude, killer shirt. Birdman's there. Dynamite is there. Space Ghost is there. It's just absolutely
Space Ghost.
killer across the board. I just like I want to wear this shirt 100 times. And I don't. There are times I can't remember. I gotta actually change shirts because it's such a killer shirt. Yeah, Counting is Dangerous. If you're out there, man, you did well, dude. You did very damn well. That was a fucking home run of a shirt. Oh, dude. You get Nick the Greek. Look at that. He managed to find the animated series and get to his young nephew to watch. Dude, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
There it is.
Oh,
The only Batman show worth watching.
I disagree. You gotta watch The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the
Oh,
Bold.
okay.
Yeah.
I'd say I feel like that's just a spiritual continuation, though. It has the same. It gives you that same fluffy feeling. As,
Well,
as
the
animated
Brave and the
series.
Bold is basically like the Silver Age version of Batman. Which, don't get me wrong, I love the animated series more. I love. I mean, it's one of the all-time greats by far and large. Like, not just great. It's not just the greatest Batman cartoon.
the
one of the greatest
Casablanca.
DC cartoon. It's just one of the greatest cartoons, one of the greatest shows ever of all time. Period. But the Brave and the Bold. If you haven't watched it, Mouse, give it a look.
dude.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I've watched it. Yeah, they're fantastic.
Oh.
It's a certain levity in that you can't do with the Dark Knight, which is
Oh yeah.
the animated. Like with that Silver Age, Adam West-esque Batman, you can do so much more in a character-driven way.
Mm-hmm.
That you can bring more people around you. You know, that's why a lot of the times you see Batman teamed up in like the kids' cartoons, it's all Silver Age, you know, blue and gray, because he has that levity to him. Whereas, you know, Kevin Conroy does not. He is the Batman, but this is just a Batman.
No, I hear you, buddy. Doc said BTS is bad. Hey, dude, I love Superman the animation. I remember back in the day when Burger King was actually hot shit. They actually did a line of toys for Superman the animated series. And I remember, like, I made a mission to get all those Superman the animated series toys. You can find them on eBay. They are on eBay too. I looked recently. I'm like,
Crypto the
tempted.
Superdog.
What about Crypto?
Do you ever watch that one? The Crypto the Superdog one?
Crypto the Superdog.
I remember the old original Superboy in Crypto. Do you remember that, D-Bud? The animated
There
one?
was a newer
I haven't
cartoon
seen
though
them
of
put it
Crypto
out
the
on
Superdog.
Disco.
You can get that on the YouTubes, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they had
2005 was
the
Crypto
New
the
Adventures
Superdog.
of Superman.
Oh god, I'm gonna watch that Madhouse. I'm gonna because I don't think I've caught that actually.
That's a good one to watch with your kids.
Okay.
That's a more kid centric one, but it's got the I had to find it. Scott McNeil is Ace the Bat Hound in it, so like his voice in it is just phenomenal the whole way around.
Okay.
But, like, yeah,
okay.
it was a great show. It's like a short and sweet kind of just happy family time one, but it was a different take on it because normally you see Crypto, he's in there with Superman, but he doesn't like he's Crypto. But like this is like Crypto the Superdog, like he's the superhero. He's going out and fighting crime, and yeah, it's a good time.
Okay.
Hey, Madhouse, which one was it again? I can.
Crypto the Superdog from 2005. There's only 2
Crypto.
seasons of it.
I
Yeah.
can't believe I've never heard of it. I feel like a poser, Madhouse. You got me. You fucking got me,
right, you
dude.
poser.
I'm like, how do I not know this?
I'm like the most poser.
I'm like, man,
But
I
this-
just hit an all new level of poser never before seen. I'm like, wow, my credibility just went down the drain.
Here, I'll make you feel a little bit better. All right. Some of the other shows that were out at the same exact time, and this one didn't get a very good slot.
Mhm.
It got a really early morning slot. Some of the other shows are the Looney Tunes,
I remember the
the
Looney Tunes,
Justice
actually.
League show. Static Shock was out at the same
Oh, I
time.
love Static
Like
Shock.
so, all these other shows that were highlighted, this kind of slipped under, and it was just because I stayed home sick a lot that I was able to watch the show. So like,
Okay. I got a lot of great comments I want to acknowledge. First off, I want to acknowledge from my friend Deepo101 for $5. Says, I can't get my PC build to power up. It's making me sad, but in the meme time, I made a thing and posted on X3 Nick. Looney Tunes are A++. I will watch that after the stream, man. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for this $5, sir. Greatly appreciate, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'm right under 5. I'm right under 100. So thank you, guys. I love it. I appreciate the hell of you. What's up, Picasso? Long time no see. Hojo, what's up? Great to see you guys. I love all these old faces coming in. It's like I gotta find a way to have like a Saturday night thing that just so I can see these faces that I don't normally see. It's freaking awesome to see. So thank you guys for hanging out here. It's like it's amazing how when you do a different time, you see faces like, oh, hold up.
Different faces.
This is just this is the time when you're around on YouTube. And Deepa also said, I miss Boomerang. I did too. I love Boomerang. My God, I loved it. Such a great time to be watching all those shows. I just put those on as I was, doing stuff around the home and just having that violence go off. And Tim Hayes just showing off his badass toys. I love it.
Nice.
Tim, it looks great. It looks wonderful. I love it.
were you part of the Toonami era?
Yes.
That was my
Yeah.
later, a little bit
Space
later
Ghost.
for me, but like, or early for me, but like, it was so weird going from WB, which is where most of our cartoons were, and then like within like a year it shifted to Toonami, and like you were watching like Cowboy Bebop and like and Yu Yu Hakusho stuff. Like you'd end up in like Gundam era. Like you were like, oh yeah, cartoons, and then like Yu Yu Hakusho, and you're like, okay, cool, I'll watch this. And then all of a sudden you were an anime nerd, and that's just how life went.
Cowboy Bebop.
I remember
Yes,
you.
I
man.
just had Saturday morning cartoons.
I remember Yu Yu Hakusho started on Adult Swim in unedited form with all the adult references, and then they re-edited it and put it on Toonami so a 7-year-old could watch it.
Nice.
What's up?
So you were talking about your credibility there. So I had asked your permission for something earlier, and most people, I hope this works. So if it doesn't work, I'm boomering it, but we'll get there. So most of you guys might have seen some stuff that I showed about Nick. He has a very extensive career in the past. He was a body double in the movies. I don't know if you guys knew this. He also was in a heavy metal cover band and a runway model.
Runway model. What?
He's just
Nick,
covering his
go ahead and
bases.
show
Covering his
this.
bases. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So if you guys ever see Big Trouble in Little China, Nick was a body double for James Bond.
I don't think Kurt Russell's gonna help you out here.
No.
Yeah, but he was also Sean Connery's Zardoz body double.
That's so wrong.
Gary's probably got multiple copies of that movie.
Gary's probably turned down.
Well, you
by-
remember Silence of the Lambs?
I like Batman Beyond the Way, people.
And outside of Hollywood, Nick likes heavy metal and some hardcore stuff. But one of his biggest bands was, I think this was Motorhead, and he was the lead singer for Motorhead. Nick.
Yeah.
No, it's just his dad.
He had to get those denim jeans custom made because they would not make them in the size that fit his giant ego.
Yeah, and then he was a model.
That's when the cocaine wore off from all the
Yeah, and then he didn't want to tell because everybody but Jaguar hired him to be a model as well. So we got that right there.
Oh,
That's just wrong. That's not worth being shaved for.
oh, that's your
Not worth
color,
being
Nick.
muscular for.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna give people nightmares with this guy.
Oh,
There you
Just
go,
for,
man.
Toxic Tuesday.
Oh, a lot of people are gonna be questioning their life after. I mean, people are already questioning their own lives watching Toxic Tuesday. That's gonna make them question it that much more. Matthew Marzillo was good to see you. He pointed out how they had Johnny Bravo, dude. Johnny Bravo is so good and would absolutely get ultra canceled today too. Oh man, that's huge.
Have you seen the videos of the black Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, dude. I saw
okay.
that.
Hilarious.
I just saw that for the first time the other day and I lost it. I was like, this is the comedy that's coming back in 2025. Like I know
It
that
looked-
he was doing
was
it last year,
freaking
but like,
great.
this year is going to be the year of we have comedy and
Mhm.
people aren't going to get freaking butthurt about stuff. Like that guy is hilarious and the people around him are just smiling and laughing and they're all having a good time and that's the comedy we need to get.
Agreed. Strongly agreed, my guy. Yeah, I saw that video. I was just like, this is freaking awesome. Yeah, I love Johnny Bravo's kid. When that whole block was coming, Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, the OG Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, what was it? Courage the Cowardly Dog,
Ren and Stimpy.
Ran.
Space Madness.
Angry
Call the
Beavers.
police. Rubber Nipple Salesman was one of my best episodes.
I will say that like looking back at some of the cartoons we watched, like I fully understand why people think we're just insane. Like,
Well,
I
if you
get
watched
it.
Ren and Stimpy, you're freaking encouraged, man. That was some crazy
Dude.
shit right there. One of those episodes actually scared me, man. They
So
The
skinned
one
some
where he was
people. They
slathering
were-
cow with stuff. Or
No,
when
they
they
skinned
went-
some people and had them hanging on the clothes. I was like, oh,
See, I think Ren and
Nice.
Stimpy and Cow and Chicken were just on a different level than South Park. They were doing things that
Classic.
South Park. Oh, but South Park's really good.
that's
But Ren and
classic.
Stimpy was like a psychological evaluation of the world. Like it was just crazy the things they got away
Yeah.
with.
Definitely a different level
There's
than
an
South Park.
episode
Yeah, totally
of
different.
Courage where I remember I watched it when I was right thing. It was right before I became a teenager. And it was one of those episodes that fucked my brain up so bad. Like I had to call all my friends at the time. I was like, dude, I saw this really messed up episode from Courage the Cowardly Dog. And he's like, was it Freaky Fred? I'm like, yes. He's like, I was watching it too. And I was just like, dude, that Freaky Fred character was absolutely the personification of freaky. He
Yeah,
really
totally.
lived up that name. Where he said, "This is about the time I became a bit naughty."
Some of
And
those
then all of a sudden, you
episodes,
had
too.
that evil possessed music playing.
That show's underrated.
I was
That
like,
whole show's
holy
underrated.
crap, dude. Yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog, man. That you will never be able to repeat something. I don't even think even if they
No.
tried, they could. It was just such a crazy show that just could not be toppled the way it was. It was really like
I would
lightning
be very
in the bottle
adamant
type of
against
show.
fighting if they tried to even bring that back. Like if they even tried to like reboot it as something different, like they did all the Ben 10s. Like if,
Mhm.
I would just be against it from the get go because you're not going to be able to.
Mhm.
The same way they tried to do with the Batman the animated series with that new crap. Like
Mhm.
they were like, oh, we're just going to piggy coats off of this and it'll be a little bit later, and then everything just fell apart. And like, because yeah, you can't. You're like would you say lightning in a bottle? Like it's.
Mhm. Yeah, there's some things you can repeat. Now, Nick 3, yeah, there's a lot of cartoons. Luckily, there seems to be some exceptions to the rule. Obviously, I'm wearing a shirt of one of them. I will begin myself.
Oh, I've heard good things about Bluey.
Bluey is fantastic. I would
You
highly recommend everyone watches Bluey. I have my friends' parents telling me that sometimes they catch themselves watching it without their kids. That's how addictive it is. It's all a bunch of 8-minute episodes, super duper wholesome. Common Nerd will vouch on that as well. Sporking, we're all dads with 800 kids. We could all vouch on that. And Brandon Morse, I think he actually did an article about it for Red State Media as well. Shout out to my guy Brandon Morse. And yeah, it is fantastic. Like it's one of those perfect shows where it really captures a lot of great moments that kids can get invested in, and then things that adults can get invested in. And every episode is its own story, but yet they all do eventually have a big story connection. And there's nothing that's like, oh man, how will I get by because I didn't watch this episode? Yeah, it seems like Matthew's watching it. It's wholesome for all age. Yeah, it really is. Bluey is how they got that cartoon so right blows my damn mind. I love it. It is so good. And
It sounds like it's pretty much the first Blue's Clues. Like
it's
the
better.
same level.
It's
Is it
way better. It's way better. It's way better. Seriously, Bluey is on another level. Their dad is hilarious too. His name's Bandit. Oh man, seriously, yeah. Just get yourself. I see you got your little stuff to smoke. Get yourself set with a new set, and then after
Just
that,
set.
just watch 900 episodes straight. And
I would become the Bluey expert of Rumble.
yeah, you should. I thought
I'll
about doing
critique
that for
Bluey
a while.
episodes, and I'll just blow all thousands and hundreds of thousands of followers.
Oh.
Well, even
Yeah,
if you did a Cosby,
keeping Disney Plus afloat. It's the biggest show
and
on
it's not
there.
even a Disney show.
Yeah.
The non-Disney show is keeping the Disney Channel afloat. It is.
Did you guys read
it's so funny.
that article? Like,
Which one?
They lost 700,000 subscribers.
I
It-
did
it-
hear about
It
it. I didn't
equated
look-
to like
look into the
$11.8
details.
billion or something like that.
Holy,
Because like those
crud.
700 subscribers killed off like a bunch of like server, whatever phone or whatever they were doing. So like their
Uh-huh.
infrastructure had to change. So they lost like $11 billion or something like that.
Mhm, mhm. No, I mean, I'm not surprised that it happened. If you think about it, like a lot of their wins that they had last year were short-term wins. I mean, even a lot of us said, like, even if Deadpool and Wolverine, I think I was one of the guys who said it was gonna hit $1 billion. Like, even if it hits like that, it's still just a short-term win. It's not meant to be something that's gonna be something that's gonna turn the company around. And I don't even believe, even let's just say Fantastic Four is moderately successful. That still won't do it either. They need to have a string of smash hits. And let's be real here. Even Fantastic Four is a hit. There's going to be a Captain America Great Reset movie that's going to level that out no matter what.
Yeah, they'll
No
probably
matter
what.
that will lose them.
And
enough
Thunderbolts
money they
is
can't
not going to
pick up.
lose money, but they're not going to make money. So you have
Yeah, that will
negative with
probably-
Thunderbolts.
I think
Like,
that at best will break even. I think Thunderbolts at best will break even. But I did catch a headline, which I'll admit I didn't read the actual article, but I do got to look into it. Apparently, the numbers are not looking good for Zegler White as well. So, and I'm not surprised if that's the case. I am not surprised at all. I mean, when you have options for kids to see not only Dogman, well, my kids, we saw The Wild Robot. Once again, another fantastic movie. Dude, based off a recent children's book, way better of a movie rather than remake from a 100-year-old movie, which is a live action that's not a live action. It's really just a CG festival. The Wild Robot's just like, okay, this is awesome, and I can watch that rather than that. So, and my kids don't care to see Zegler White. They want to see Looney Tunes with their dad, Dogman, The Wild Robot. And you know what? I'm good. As far as Disney, they prefer like original Disney. You know, when they had stuff like what was that one? Up with the old guy and the dog. They really like Up, of course, Toy Story. They like the originals, of course. Lilo and Stitch from 20 years ago. But they're not going to be talking. If they're watching anything at home, it's not going to be anything of.
The newer stuff, Elemental was really good. I think that had a lot of traction.
It didn't do well at the box office, but you liked it?
But it did well on Disney Plus. It's a well watched one on Disney Plus.
Okay.
The Inside Out movies, the first one did really,
I heard,
really well in theaters.
well, yeah, that was 10 years ago. Yeah, you're right though. No, I did like Inside Out, and I heard Inside Out 2 was good. To be fair, I did hear that was good, and you know what? It probably was. But now they have between Deadpool, Wolverine, Inside Out 2, they got a great Captain America Great Reset and a Zegler White that are going to level the playing field. So they're basically just going to ultimately be back to square one. And yeah, and that's true, Doc. If WB Animation did rise up again, it would force them to have to compete. It really would, because then their ass would be grass. Go ahead, Matt. It seems like
you know what WB Animation should do? They need to make a Runaways, or not a Runaways. The what was the Blue Beetle and all of them? The New Titans,
Teen Titans.
No, they were Teen Titans, but they were like Teen Titans West or whatever.
Oh,
like they were separated.
Justice Teen.
Are you sure you're not talking about Young Justice? Where
Young
Blue Beetle's
Justice?
on there in the second season?
The TV show Young Justice had all of them, but they were all separate teams. Like they had Teen Titans, and they had like Teen Titans West, which was out like in Hollywood, and like they had different teams and stuff. So like, I'll look it up and I'll figure it out.
Doc Fortune got you. The Outsiders.
There,
okay.
Thank you. I was like, because it's got the Blue Beetle in it. And like one of the guys is like a Native American and he turns really big, and like there's a couple other ones. They should bring that in, because that's not obviously I can't remember any of it. That's not a well-known or remembered part of any form of digital media right now.
Yeah. No, that's great that you brought that up, man. In an ideal world, it would be cool to have that. If there was an ideal setting where you had good writers, to write those types of shows, yeah, I would love that. I would love to see even like there was like a Justice League Unlimited equivalent where they had a special where they did like an Adam Strange episode. They did like a 3-part story on Thanagar with Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and it's got to be Shaira Hall too.
Yeah.
Doesn't even be Kendra Son, it's Shaira Hall. I would love to see Shaira there. I think that'd be really cool to do that. And of course, you could do a 1 or 2 episode miniseries on Lobo. Okay, D-Bud, yeah, just say the word, my guy. Just say the word. You know what? While we have D-Bud here, what would be in an ideal D-Bud setting? I'm assuming you like Justice League Unlimited. This is just my educated guess. I don't see why you wouldn't. If you got to write let's just say 2 or 3 episode one-off involving a DC character, or who would it be for?
Adam Strange.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
That's because I'm not a big DC person. I didn't read a lot of it until years later. And when I did read the old DCs, I mean, to me, it's a little hard to read a lot of those. They're not like the Marvel books where you could read a whole slew of them. You can only read so many and they kind of get a little repetitive. But Adam Strange stuck out as one that I really liked.
Okay.
It's different than the other ones. It had a good episodic feel to it, because just the way he would travel to the other planet, it would make perfect sense for a cartoon to be able to, it's just that episode because that's how he got there. It made that way in the stories in the comics, is that, single issue stories made sense for him because that's just the way he traveled. So yeah, he was an interesting character. He had a good supporting cast. So that's the one that I would like to see.
I agree. Davakin says that would be awesome. I'd probably write Ambush Bugs. Ooh, how the DC idea of moving to? Ooh, see, that's creative, dude. Good to see it here, by the way. Thanks for dropping in our chat. Madhouse, I know you mentioned the Outsiders. You got one other one you'd like to add to this? Who you'd like to see for a 1 or 2 off episode series? Oh, you can turn your mic up.
That works. Okay.
Yeah. You're good, man. You're good.
I would love to see more of the lesser known characters. They get a little glimpses here and there of things, but you don't see them often. So like Animal Man.
Yeah.
Like Metamorpho gets screen time, but he doesn't get any kind of actual depth to him. So I'd love to see a depth in Metamorpho, because he's a very complex character. Like,
yeah, that'd be another good one. Yeah.
Some of the females like Vixen, Black Canary. I would love a really well written Black Canary.
And
I'm gonna stop saying examples because I'm taking other people's time.
It's okay. No. Well, Tim, who would be a DC character you have to see a 1 or 2 episode off series on? Who's a lesser known character? Assuming that you have any DC interest, Tim.
Yeah, I have DC interest from the Super Friends I grew up with. Yeah, there were a lot of. It seemed like with this 1977 all new Super Friends hour, there would always be one episode where they would bring in a guest character. Like they would bring in Hawkman with Hawkgirl.
Yeah, I remember those episodes. Outstanding. Love them.
And then there was Rima the Jungle Girl, who was something like a female Tarzan that they brought in for a few episodes, but she didn't get much seen as much. But I think they brought her back for one more where it was with Aquaman. It was Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
Okay. No, hey, great choices, man. I didn't expect those. I love it when we get a surprise. Like the Grid's like Zatanna was always a favorite of mine for reasons. If we're gonna be fair here, outside of the obvious reasons, she had a legitimately killer comic series right before the Screw 52 kicked in. I love from Paul Dini. I'm just saying that I think there was a collected edition that came out. Was it last year that collected that? Look it up, guys, because I have a buddy of mine. Let's just say he's got some money. He's got money, and he is trying to seek out those single issues from that Zatanna run. And he has his phone listing of the ones he's missing. I think he's missing 2 issues. He cannot find them to save his own damn life. He's like, one day I'm gonna do it. I was just like, homie, you got money. You don't fight you and you can't see the fire. He's like, I'm gonna get him. I was like, hey, I hope he does. I really hope he. If he's out there listening, man, I hope you find them. But oh boy. All right, Dave. Before I get to you, I'm gonna acknowledge a super
I get to
chat.
take off.
D-Bud's got to roll.
No.
D-Bud's rolling.
D-Bud's got. D-Bud, sir, thank you for being here. Great
Yeah,
to
see you,
hang out
D-Bud.
with you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being a Dolph Lundgren member. You are one of the biggest dicks
Huge.
I've ever seen on this panel. Don't ever stop.
Never stop, never stopping. Yes. Say good
All
night,
right.
guys.
Take
Have a
care,
good one.
D-Bud.
Bye.
Bye, man.
Oh, so TZ Burton. How's it going,
Booma.
TZ? Says for $5, get your ass to Mars. I mean Vegas. Oh, thank you, TZ. Appreciate it, sir. I am let's
Very
see here.
nice.
Let's see here. I am $1 away from 100. Hell yeah! Thank you guys. Thank you. But we're pretty much a fourth away. That we are officially a fourth. We'll take the win now. We're officially a fourth of the way to go into Vegas. Hell yeah! It's only February 8th. Now, Dave C, what would be your DC pick? That
I
we're
was
like,
just-
we need something on this.
I'm glad I came last because
I
had
still haven't got mine, so don't
yeah.
worry.
3 or 4. Originally, my first one I was like offbeat. Okay, stay away from the regular shit. Madhouse, you guys got me going on the more offbeat ones, and I was thinking, Dead Man.
Oh, you took mine. No, good. Keep
Did I
going,
take?
keep
I
going.
thought maybe
Go for
Nick,
it.
you were gonna head that way, or
Yes.
Plastic Man or something like that. But Dead Man came. He first popped up, and then I was thinking of maybe something like a Firestorm because you'd have the dual characters.
Like the original Firestorm.
Yeah, with
Ronnie
the
Raymond,
coach,
Martin
the coach,
Stein,
and
yeah.
and or like because of that dual type of character, the Demon Etrigan, and going way back with Jason Blood and stuff like that. Did I say that right? Blood, yeah. And because Dead Man, you have to decide, man, do I go dark with this if I'm the producer or writer, or do you want to make those flippant ass jokes that Marvel's been bad with, because Dead Man doesn't have a really, he died. Now he's like flying around, but because I got a little with the Brave and the Bold, he's got more of a fun character, right?
Well, it still works
in
within the context of his character.
Yeah,
It
he's
still
not.
works.
It still works, yeah. But those kind of 3 things, something like that. But
Okay.
man, just could they really pull off one character, much less dual characters like Etrigan and with the blood?
I would be very upset if they ruined it. I think that's what it would be. Like Etrigan is such a complex, like he is on so many levels. He's worse than Dr. Fate in the complexity of like how deep his like storyline is.
Yeah.
So like if
definitely.
they ruined it, I'd just be mad.
And there's one more I'm not going to say because I think now I wonder if Nick will say it. I'll say it if you don't because we'll see. But it's definitely.
I have another one too that I know you're not.
I'm
gonna
waiting
say.
for Nick. I'm like, I wonder what Nick's going to say. I'm sorry I took your Dead Man.
No, I already had another one on standby, so this works out. But
Nice.
we need a buddy cop, romantic, homoerotic take on Blue and Gold, Ted Cord, and Blue Beetle and Booster Gold.
I know
We need the ultimate bromance of the century. They need to have a Rocky 3 moment. They need to have a Showdown, a little Tokyo moment. These 2 dudes need to be the best of buds. And really quickly, TZ on Rumble with a $2 Rumble where it says, "Oh, he did an over the top revenue, over the top on the cash goal." He says, for $2 on Rumble Red. Thank you, TZ. Guys,
Love
success.
Rumble. Love Rumble.
I love Rumble too. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for donating on Rumble. I love when we have our Rumble button, and I love when people donate the money in there. So thank you, TZ, doubling down on the capital for the dudes. I love it. No, thank you guys. I'm officially a fourth of the way to Las Vegas.
Nice.
I am really happy about that. It looks like that will be right because the goal is 48-hour stay. You know, obviously, you know, estimately around there, Trump Hotel, and then do the meetup and come right back home. So that way I can come back to my children as quick as possible. So it would literally be the definition of flying. Of course, I have a moment to like hang out with Eric K, Steve Mitchum, do the meetup, but then I got like peace out, like, you know, the next day, afternoon after that. But you guys are helping me realize that goal. So and I will make sure too. Should we, you know, I think we're going to hit it. Should we hit this 400 goal for the sake of transparency and communication? I will show you guys when I get the bill booked. You can see the receipts with the numbers and all that. So you guys can say, hey, look, this is what you helped make happen. This is what I'm following through on, just to show, hey, you guys made it happen. So I will prove it. So of course, I'll have to edit out my name and all that other stuff, but you'll get the idea and the gist. It'll be great. It'll be fun. So we're looking good. Vegas is going to be great. And I got to hang out with Eric Kane and Steve Mitchell. Come on.
That would be nice.
I've hung out with Eric. I want to hang out with Eric again. I've never hung out with Steve Mitchell. Dude. Come on. No gambling at the show, but the hotel. That's fine. And I don't need a gambler. I'm actually not a good gambler. I remember watching my buddies Eric and Matt from Fall Ball. I watched those guys. They could go win their money and be great. I just like slot machines where I could try to win $20-$30 and then just drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't play those games. I watch you guys play those games. You can do that. I had a buddy of mine way back in the day. Way back. This is like 15 years ago. Longer than that. We went to a casino in our area and he won $5,000.
Oh, jeez.
$5,000. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna go put some of this in the car. And then he gave me $100 to go eat at the buffet. And so I went to the buffet, and then he went and brought a few more hundreds for him to just blow on more gambling. But you want to talk about a win-win for this situation? It was great. And he filled up my car too with the tank for fuel. He paid for it. He filled up completely. It was awesome. So right here, Nick Wise in the green. He's at the nickel slots. Nick the Greek. All right. So Deeple says, question for the panel: severe cartoon show that non-conquerors wouldn't know, but would be allowed. Well, you already named a great pick right there at Green Arrow. That would be awesome. You know, I feel like you could do a good kid-friendly version of Aquaman if you were to utilize him correctly.
I think he's damaged now. I think Aquaman's damaged goods at this point. Just like Wonder Woman and Batman and the Martian Manhunter. They're all kind of like chewed to the bone that I don't think you'd get away with an Aquaman TV show right now.
I believe an animated series in a heartfelt world full of optimism, it could work. I mean, I feel like you gotta remember too, when the last run of DCEU movies came out, it was the Aquaman one that did the highest gross of the bunch by a lot too. Granted, it didn't do well, but it was pretty much dead on arrival when they found out that DCEU was donezo. Acts what you are gonna watch essentially doesn't matter anymore. But that was the one that did the best. Right now, they also have a good writer working on Aquaman currently in current year DC, which is crazy to say. There's an Aquaman book that I'm now looking forward to reading. So, and Jeremy Adams has his issue 2 of Aquaman coming out this week. I feel like if they was to do an Aquaman series, that would be my thing. And yes, a Green Lantern Corps series would be amazing, Nick. I strongly agree.
A non-Earth centered core.
Oh God, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because as soon as they try to
yeah.
make it with the three Green Lanterns are
Oh.
like controlling everything, I'm like that's not gonna do it. No, the
Oh.
Green Lantern Corps has always been traveling through space, moving consistently. They
Mhm.
don't stay. They have stations, but then they
Mhm.
go home to Aura. I like.
Okay, my buddy Mohammed says, I hope they do Justice Society, the Legion. This guy right here, just like, oh, I'm just gonna drop in some suggestions, and they're gonna be badass suggestions because of course they are. God, Conquest. Of course you come in with the badass suggestions. What's up, buddy? Great to see you here. Oh, look at we got Vocalips. I'm not looking forward to Corns. You know what? I like that he's tall. I like that he's got the hair. I don't like the bagginess and the scaliness in the costume, but I do like the brightness. I did like that he was acting heroic in the trailer. That was the things I do.
I
I'm
just want to
sure-
see Guy Gardner and Nathan Fillion. Like that's been like a lifelong dream of mine. So like this is just the only reason I want to see this movie is for like the 2.5 minutes that he'll be in it. Like
Well, if Guy's in it, he's got to get his ass punched out by Batman somehow as a cameo, at least, right?
Batman just swings in, socks him, and just swings out of scene, goes about his business. I don't know,
Doc-
but like Guy he's that character that he's the jerk.
Mhm.
He's
All right.
he's a good guy and he will do what he has to do, but like he's gonna needle you and push you, and he wants to be the butt of the joke. Like
Mhm.
I've always loved Guy Gardner, and a lot of people
No.
don't. For the
No, that's
exact
good that
same
you have
reasons.
that. That's good that you Guy Gardner's your guy. Guy's your guy. Guy
Hal
Gardner-
Jordan's my guy, but
yeah.
Guy
Guy
Gardner
my guy,
is
but
like,
no, that's
he
good.
doesn't
We can
deserve
share
as much
Hal.
hate.
We'll share Hal and a heterosexual. Doc says, Watson Universe, dude. Yeah, I mean, actually, funny, Doc. I don't know if you're sub to Wes from Thinking Girls Patreon, but we do a weekly Comics Guild show, and right now we are talking the series Sleeper from Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips on there from the Wildstorm universe. So I'm just saying, I think it's on his $5 tier level. We're talking about that. And I think right now for Miller World, we're currently talking Starlight after we just finished doing MPH. So just saying, just letting you know, if you want to hear some dudes talk about some Wildstorm, we did cover all 27 issues of Planetary as well. Which for me, I went into that series as a normie. I had never read Planetary until we did it for the Comics Guild. Oh, he knows Sleeper. We just finished issue 7 last week. We're going to number 8 next week because today's the last day of this week. I almost fucked that up in saying this week.
That's a weird way to say end of the week. Today is the last day of this week.
I
Like,
know.
It just
That's smart,
I know
Sunday.
I know it's a sentence like today is the last day of this week, but it just sounds, doesn't it? It just sounds off. Like it shouldn't be a
does.
sentence.
Yeah, no, it does sound off. You're like,
It just threw me
hold
for a
up.
loop. I was like, wait a second, what's happening here?
yeah, it's like, oh, hold up, what this? Yeah. And Depot really nails Guy Gardner. He's an asshole, but he's our asshole, every sports team. And he does have that sportsy mentality. Yeah, he's a difficult guy to work with. But when
Does he not
when the
die
team
in one
needs
of the series,
who
doesn't he die in one of the series or
Whoosh.
loses the ring or something? Guy Gardner, like he had to like sacrifice something, and it was like he didn't even hesitate. Like he was like up the whole comic or so. I gotta look it up and I'll let you know. But like
Yeah,
one of
I
the
don't
runs, I
know.
believe, like it was a test almost. I think if I remember,
Mm-hmm.
and like he was like, you have to do this, and this, and it was like. Sacrificing himself seems like the thing. So I think it was like he had to hold something in place for so long because his ring was the only thing that could do it or something.
Mhm.
Like that normal spiel. But it was like a weird thing because like he didn't hesitate or like make jokes at the end of the comic. So like it ended weird, and I think that's the reason why it's sticking in my brain.
Yeah.
Nice. We should put like all our character suggestions and make that a team, and then they go after guys like Gentleman Ghost and stuff like that.
Oh man,
It's just-
Psycho
Ultra
Pirate on
obscure.
any team would just blow
Just
anything out.
take
of the
all our
water.
characters and make a league.
Yeah, I agree, Vocalips, on everything. So yeah, they do need fair. They have made it too expensive for the miners. Yeah, they have 800 problems, and whether they figure out one of them, we will not know for a long time. That's why, luckily, outside of now, because Aquaman is my first DC current year reading. I'm reading for the first time in 5 years, something like that. It's been all stuff outside of Big Two. And right now I'm enjoying my Flash Gordon. I'm enjoying my Conan. Conan has been freaking awesome. Of course,
I've
the
heard
Miller
good
World,
things about the last couple runs of that.
dude. Conan's great. Miller World books are great as well. He's killing it. I mean, Nemesis Rogues Gallery was an ass kicker of a finish. Holy crap. The fact that he went to that particular island with Nemesis,
You say
I'll just say
Hojo was in the chat.
he was. He has
earlier.
responded
I was gonna say,
since,
isn't
but,
the Mythicals shipping soon?
issue 3 will be shipping. I can't wait. I can't wait
I
because
got
issue
the-
2 is kick ass.
I got the whole kit and caboodle box. I bought the everything box, the $200 whatever it was. I saw it. I was like, oh,
nice.
We're zooming in on Tim really quick. Oh, that is nice.
Look at that.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Nice.
dude, that's glory be. Glory be. Yeah, and that's our thing. It's
look,
a great
there.
time. You got Joe zooming in again. But because, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Void Rivals at the Energon universe is killing it. I'm enjoying all 3 of those books. I'm really, really enjoying those. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Dude. Wow.
Then you got the Ghost Machine books too, which are killer. Obviously, Rook Exodus, Geiger. My personal favorite one being Red Coat. Love
You
Red
like
Coat.
Red Coat?
Oh, dude, that's my favorite Ghost Machine book of the bunch.
Wow.
I am enjoying Hornsby and Halo. There seems to be mixed opinions on that one, but I'm in the camp of enjoying it. But Red Coat, though, that is freaking awesome with Jeff Johns and Brian Hitch. Love it. Absolutely love it. To end the
Sherlock
stream.
Holmes is entering the public domain soon, isn't it? So you'll be able to get
Yeah,
some
well,
independent
Mike
stuff of
Aaron's got
that.
his book coming out from him and
Okay.
Richard Bonk. Yeah, Sherlock
Well,
Holmes.
then maybe it already did. Then I don't remember.
It should be. Well, I don't
I'm trying
know
to
if
piece
it
the
is.
date, and I can't think of the date in my head.
It's okay. No, Depot, it's funny you mention it because we are going to be actually closing out. So what we will do is, as we plug our plugs, we will mention something to read or watch that we're excited about. We'll go all across the board. We'll start off with Tim. I know you don't really I can't remember if you do or do not have a channel, but if you got anything to plug your channel, and also something that you're looking forward to either watching or reading, whether it's new or old. So channel first, recommendation second.
Yeah, I have a channel and it's just under my name, Tim
Okay.
Hayes. And always on the channel, I show off stuff like Star Wars toys like that.
Nice.
Or I'll cover physical media, some like I might go over something like this. Well, this has been part of my collection for a while. This is an old movie that paved the way for Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Very nice.
Killer. I like that, man.
So what else did I need?
Anything you're looking forward to reading or watching, new or old, to recommend to the chat?
Well, I watch MeTV Toons streaming, so I like to watch that for the old Bugs Bunny cartoons on there.
Okay. Sweet. Classic cartoons. I like it. Hell yeah, Tim. Hey, thanks for being here, dude. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm going to try to make sure when I do my member stream next month for March, I'm going to try to see if I can do a take so I can have it on a Saturday night, because I know you can be around, Dave can be around, Madhouse, D-Bud. We have a really good crew here that I'm like, I would love for it to be like close to this crew again.
Well, I was gifted a membership, and the membership's expiring, so I don't.
Well, if you're still
Get you
around,
another
you're
one.
welcome to come back. Okay.
Okay.
And don't
We'll
forget,
get you
people
another
do
one, too.
gifts. So
Okay.
people like to give around here. So either
Mhm.
way, thank you for being here. Thanks for taking the time to hang out. It's awesome. This is a really fun Saturday show. Tim, you have a great night. I'm sure I'll see you in the chat tomorrow for Midnight's Edge After Dark. Mr. Madhouse Retro, my other Dolph Lundgren member, sir, thank you very much for being
Huge.
here. Love your contributions to the show. I love where you can just shoot the shit about badass shit. Plug your Rumble channel and also plug something that you are, well, looking forward to reading or watching, new or old.
Right. So Madhouse Retro on Rumble and X, just how it is. That's how it's spelled. I do a lot of gaming stuff, but once or twice a week, I'm starting to do some Madhouse Mumbles about, and we talk
Mhm.
about like video game stuff, and then one day it'll be like TVs and movies, and then like another day it'll be comics and stuff. So because I'm going to start doing more talk show stuff on top of my gaming stuff, but and then something I just got Batman the Court of Owls omnibus. So
Mhm.
it's something I
Oh,
haven't
it's an
completely
omnibus.
read in the omnibus. So I want to read that version and see how that looks.
You're gonna get good Greg Capullo art. Greg Capullo art is what you're gonna get. So cool, awesome, man. Thanks for plugging your plug. And then thanks for plugging the recommended read, sir. And thank you once again for being here. I love hanging out with you and chatting about cool shit. My friend Dave C, sir,
What's
plug your channel and something you're looking forward to reading, watching, whatever.
Yeah, so right now I'm just do Wednesday comics. I can put it in the other channel there on Wednesday nights, 9 Eastern, with JT and special guests like
Do I have
yourself
you as
or
a
Mark.
mod?
No, but I'm a no.
I'm
Did it
giving
go
you
in?
wrench power. I'm gonna give you the
Oh,
power.
I didn't. Oh, that's right. I forgot that it's not. But there you go. Somebody
All
put
right.
it.
You
I don't know,
are
I think it's linked.
you are now a moderator. You can plug in your channel.
Let's see.
And I'm gonna get Madhouse's channel. We can plug his channel and Tim Hayes'
Nice.
channels.
Thank you.
But yeah, you have the power.
very much.
You have authorities now on my channel now.
That's
Yes, we're,
scary.
we're doing you're talking about Kirby. We're doing the Black Panther run, the original one.
I'm
And
embiggening you really quick. Keep talking.
so we did 2 and 3 this last Wednesday, trying to 2 comics each week.
Wow, that's so
Yeah.
beautiful. I've always loved that. That the colorist for that run was just
All the colors are
just insane.
Yeah, so we're doing 2 each week, unless we just talk too much. Like number 1, we never got to 2. Never got to number 2. Then we have guests come on. Other than that, man, I just hang out with Nick or Mark D with a C. Yeah. So recommendations. It's because of Clobby and them and more Kirby. I was thinking about Fourth World.
Mhm.
But I'm doing the Flash Gordon as well. I've done 1 through 4. Got to
Mhm.
go back and do some more, and then maybe catch up with some of that Space Ghost. I did read 1 series in the past, but not the one you're on,
Mhm.
Nick. So
Mhm.
I love some Space Ghost, man.
It's just classic.
Yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm kind of a journeyman, hanging around.
Yeah, you're a good journey, man. You really are. So, okay, I just plugged Tim Hayes' channel. Dave C
Nice.
plugged his own plug in the chat. And I'm going to plug Madhouse Retro's Rumble channel in the chat. So, guys, give all these fine gentlemen their subs. And I want to thank you, Dave, for also being a friend and a member as well. Love hanging out with you. Chat, thank you for being here. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you, TZ, for the Rumble rant. Thank you for the gifted membership as well, much earlier in the show. So I appreciate you guys all doing that. You have made me a fourth of the way through to Vegas. So I'm now looking forward to trying to hit this goal of getting my ass to Vegas. Get your ass to Vegas. So that's my
Oh,
goal.
yeah.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Agreed. And for me on my channel, I'll have a video out this week, maybe even two. I will have Toxic Tuesday, Black Dynamite. If you haven't watched Black Dynamite, fix yourself. Klobby's Comic Shop Friday night. Tomorrow night, Midnight's Edge After Dark, we'll be doing the tier list with Tom Connors and others. And my recommendation. Ooh, boy, that's fun. That's easy. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna say, go read Nemesis Rogues Gallery. It will fuck you up. I'm serious. It's gonna fuck you up. And there's lots of creepy eyes in there. So go read Nemesis Rogues Gallery. You're gonna need a shower after you read it too. So once again, chat. Oh, Jorge, he does. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for hanging out on the member stream. You guys all have a magical, excellent weekend. I'll see you all very soon. You know, like very soon. Okay?
Arrivederci.
Okay.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.